Hi, my name is Chong Sherpa, and this is my presentation. I'm doing my presentation, my assignment on plastic bottles in the ocean. I believe this is a major environmental issue, real world issue that we can talk about. So, I have some stuff for my previous assignments. Some of the questions on the previous assignment weren't really taught in the lessons. So the examples weren't really given in the lessons, or we really take out any of those questions in the lessons. So I had to get a tutor in order for me to answer those questions. And based on the tutor's steps is how I answer the questions because he is a mathematic. He has a degree on mathematics from a university. So I believe that he knows exactly how to answer those questions, but I also got those answers wrong. I'm not sure how, even though my tutor said it was correct. And also, for this assignment, I did not really get any response from my email. I also sent an email asking what am I supposed to answer in these questions, like what am I supposed to do for the assignments, and how am I supposed to make a mathematical module or polynomial degree of 3 and higher from real life issues, from datas, because I wasn't really taught in the lesson. None of these lessons on the unit have anything that is related to real life issues and anything that has related to making a polynomial mathematical module with a degree of 3 or higher or anything like that. We didn't really take up any examples that showed that, oh, there was a real life issues and this is from these data. This is how we made a mathematical module. These are the steps you take to make these modules. So according to my tutor, I was able to make this presentation and the mathematical module and the prediction. So this is my presentation. Plastic bottles in the ocean. Environmental issues. There are 17 substantial goals set by the United Nations, and I'll be focusing on one of them, which is responsible consumption and production. According to my research from a secondary data, which will be on the reference page, 6.3 billion metric tons of plastic waste have been produced, but only 9% of those production have been recycled. 12% of products from the plastic waste have been carbonized by burning them. The rest of 79% of the waste ends up in the landfill, ocean. From the research calculation, it predicts that ocean will have more plastic than fishes in the future by 2050. In 2016, 480 billion amounts of plastic bottles were purchased, but only half were recycled. Where is it happening? Most of the plastic ends up in the ocean comes from China, Indonesia, and the Philippines. The three countries' plastic waste into the ocean contributes to 5.57 million metric tons every year. Consumers in the present and even in the past have purchased tons of plastic water bottles due to the food industry being capitalism. Most of these water bottles are being thrown out after they're finished and it ends up in the landfills and in the ocean. These plastic bottle waste stays in the ocean for hundreds of years until they're decomposed. What are the problem? Due to this water bottle being in the ocean, these are the problem that is being caused. Fishes are getting stuck in these plastic bottles and dying. The water is being infected by the chemicals that are in the plastic bottle or that are used to make the plastic bottles. Water levels are also increasing due to the amount of plastic bottles and waste being thrown in the ocean. More than 100,000 marine lives die every year due to it being trapped in the plastics. Fishes are eating plastics, which is going into our body when we eat the fishes. What solution? If restaurant, grocery stores, convenience stores started offering edible water bottle, less plastic bottle would be used. We need to build a product to decrease the buildup on our ocean and landfill. My solution is to manufacture an edible water bottle that would disintegrate if thrown away. So for example, if a person was to drink a water bottle from the edible water bottle, once he's done or she's done drinking the water, you can throw it in the garbage, or if it lands on the land, if it's on the floor, it will evaporate due to its being edible. It will just disintegrate. So this way we won't have to recycle it. It will automatically just evaporate. It will be gone. This will not take a lot of funds to build the bottles since we're not using lots of plastic or paper materials. These bottles can be modified to flavor water bottles, so the consumer has the options to choose from their favorite flavor, which we will also notify them to eat the bottle once they consume the liquid inside. Reduce impact. Selling edible water bottle in every grocery store, convenience store, and restaurant will reduce these impact. It will save energies, reduce greenhouse gas emission, reduce plastic waste in the ocean, reduce ocean life being endangered, reduce pollution due to recycling warehouse. Improved outcome. Drinking edible water bottle instead of plastic water bottle will improve these areas. Less areas taken by the plastic waste, which can be used to build schools and hospitals. So if the recycling waste area were to have less recycling, and we would have open area, we can use that area to build schools, hospitals, and everything else. Less governmental expenses, so we will have to pay less taxpayer money to have these recycling trucks come by, pick up garbages, recycling, plastic bottle, or even the communities, organization have to pay lots of money to bring people together to clean the ocean and lakes. We'll have clean waters. If there's no water bottles, plastic in the ocean, there's no chemicals. Safer marine life, less fishes are endangered. Types of plastic. There are 3 types of plastic. One is bioplastic, made from plant-based, such as flaxseed, but cannot be recycled or composted. Compostable plastics must be verified and monitored by a third party, cannot treat the material, needs to be taken out to landfill as residues. Biodegradable plastic does not degrade properly or in time, and due to that, recycling cannot treat these plastics since they may disrupt the treatment process. This is my mathematical module. Since I did not have any assistants, I had to ask my tutor to help me to do the assignment, and based on the tutor, this is how I got my mathematical equation. Because I wanted a good mark in this class, so I even emailed the teachers, but I wasn't able to get any email respond. So, and plus it was the end of the school term since I'm applying for university. So this is my mathematical module. It's a polynomial module equation to the 3rd degree. And this is the graph I chose my data from, a US plastic bottle water shield. So as you can see, from 2002 to 2010, and over here I have the first difference, second difference, and the third difference. Oh, give me a second. Third difference. So the first year from the plastic bottle, I got this is the first, second, and third year. As you can see, first year, if you were to put it on the equation, you will get 39, and it keeps increasing. So in the future, if nobody were to take these steps and have the plastic edible water bottle or edible water bottle in the future, then these numbers will keep increasing, meaning in the future days, the plastic bottles will keep increasing in a greater exponential amount. So for my calculation, I use a YouTube videos for a guide because I didn't really have any assistant. And through the YouTube video, it showed me how to create an equation through my table. So as you can see on the bottom left corner, there's a link to the YouTube video, which I got the equation, how to model the equation from the data I collected through the research I did on plastic bottle being on land and everything. So the calculation was the first difference, second difference, and third difference. After doing the calculation, I got the y value, and from the y value, I was able to do f of x, ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. F of 0 would equal to d since it's on the x's value, x-axis on the graph, and a would equal to the 5 finite because my fifth difference was my constant number. So due to that, I was able to get 27.2, which was constant, over the 5 factorial, which was 5 over 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which gave me 0.22. So A would equal to 0.22. This is the step I took from the YouTube video, which the person was teaching how to create an equation. So the three x value I used was -1, 0, and 1. For the -1, if I substitute -1 with the x-axis, I got -0.22 x to the cube, or -0.22, plus b minus c minus 35.5. And then if I substitute 1, which I got 0.22 plus b plus c plus 35, which was equal to 39.9, which I added 0.22 to 35. And then b plus c would equal to 39 minus 35 plus 72. So in the step I did was, it was 39 minus 35.72, which is equal to 4.18, which is equal to b plus c, plus I got 35.72 equals b minus c, because 0 equals -35.72 plus b minus c. If we switch over 35.72 to the other side, it would be positive. So if we add 4.18 equals b plus c plus 35.72 equals b minus c, we got 2b equals 39.9, because 4.18 plus 35.72 equals 39.9. Divided by 2, b would equal to 19.95. 2c is exact. It would equal to -31.54, because we subtracted it, which would equal, divided by 2, we got -15.77. And then the equation came up to f of x equals 0.22 to the power of 3 plus 19.95x to the power of 2 minus 15.77x plus 35.5, which is a d constant. Future prediction. So for my calculation, after I got my equation, once I did the calculation, I got the values of, in each year in the future, the value would increase exponentially if people weren't to take these steps. If people don't take these steps, population will increase exponentially due to the recycling industry using more of their machine. Water and population will get worse. Billions of taxpayer money will be used to clean beaches, lakes, and other water parts. Due to burning plastic from the warehouse, it will release carbon monoxide, which is really dangerous for our human health. Conclusion, let me tell you about the time when I went fishing. It was my buddy and I fishing at a shore on the weekend. The water was clear enough to see the movement of the fishing. I was there with my fishing rod, holding it while the line was in the water, and then all of a sudden I get a pull. As I'm pulling the line back through my fishing rod, I pulled this medium fish out of the water with a plastic around it. It was a bottle that had the top part cut off. As you can see, if I hadn't caught this fish, it would have probably just stayed trapped in that bottle and died. This is what brought me to create a new idea where there can be less plastic bottles in the landfill and oceans, which can save these fishes from dying. I believe if we move forward with this product and bring it to the public, we will be able to stop plastic bottles from ending up in the landfill and oceans. And this is my reference page. These are the sites that I use in order to get the graph, in order to get the statistic, in order to get the data of the world issues, plastic bottle in the oceans, and got all the information for this presentation. Thank you.